What's up, everyone? This is Tatum. I'm back with another episode of Off the Wall, where today I'm going to talk about an album that pretty much changed everything in R&B and hip hop. And this artist changed everything in R&B and hip hop. So let's get straight to it. Today I'm going to be discussing Missy Elliott's Supa Dupa Fly. All right. Supa Dupa Fly came out, I believe, in '97. It's Missy's first album. I'll let you see the back of it. Got the jersey, she got the Air Forces. She looks just so cool on the fucking album cover. It's ridiculous. Inside, I wish that when they reprint albums, they like do more with it. But inside, got the Supa Dupa Fly poster. On the back, just the track listing, and we got the thank yous. Remember when albums used to have thank yous, but now they're just all digital, so there's no thank yous whatsoever. And that used to be one of my favorite parts with reading albums and opening the CDs. Be like, oh, look at the blah blah blah, who did this, who did that, and then like, oh, let me read their thank yous. Like that used to be something that I used to just do as a kid growing up listening to music. But this album itself, fucking iconic. So I just wanted to, the whole purpose of this show is to me go through my record collection and share with you my thoughts on some of my favorite albums, that I have. So that's what I plan on doing. I won't take up much of your time. Before we get into it, make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, leave some comments. What's your favorite Missy songs, your favorite songs of this album, and yeah, let's get into it. Let's talk about it. Missy Supa Dupa Fly came out in 1997. Her first solo album. Funny part is, she got signed to Elektra after, she wrote all those hits for everybody. SWV, 702, Aaliyah, Total, I believe. Like, so many groups that she wrote and artists that she wrote songs for before she even dropped her album or got signed. She got a record label deal, I think it was Goldmine Records with Elektra. And she didn't even want to do an album. Like, she just wanted to be a writer and, continue doing what she was doing before, maybe feature here and there, but she didn't want to do a whole album. And like Sylvia Rome was like, not forced her, but it was just like, you should do a solo album. Like, it always takes somebody else to see like you could be huge, you're a star on your own, like your he has like is a star of his own, that people would buy that. And she wasn't wrong. Like, I think, just imagine if she wasn't pushed to make her own solo album, we wouldn't have the iconicness and everything else that came along with Missy. So yeah, going into this album. But this album, though, you could tell, I want to choose my words correctly. I wouldn't say a lack of focus or anything of that nature, but you could tell she was just having fun with it. Like, it wasn't taken too serious. Her and Timbaland went in there and made, I think, a masterpiece. Like, the beats and everything that he did on this album is just second to none. Like, so futuristic. I was just like, how, on certain songs that I'll get to, I'm like, how'd you even come up with that pattern? And imagine if she didn't do this, and like, we wouldn't have the Tim that we have today. We wouldn't get your freak ons or Hot Boy. We wouldn't get things like that. So I'm just happy that she did make this album, and it was just the beginning of her legacy. So let's get into it. Dope part about this album, like, it starts off, the intro and outro is Busta Rhymes like, man, I just took a flight up one of them Gilligan Island planes out here from New York to VA just to get on this. And Missy, you playing beats like this, like I ain't supposed to spit on it. And it was just like a fun, one of the things I love about this album is just a fun collaborative effort from everybody. And he just, the way that I think, who did that before? It's sort of like, I think Phife did it on like TLC. This is how dope the 90s were, when people would just collab and Busta Rhymes would come to the studio just to do your intro and outro and spit a freestyle over a Timbaland beat that, you just wasn't expecting. And then to go into hit him with the He, which is, I think, is a perfect record, a perfect song to start the album. And to have Lil' Kim, I always love Missy and Lil' Kim's relationship from what, they gave to us in the public eye. I just love their like sisterhood and things of that nature. And to have Lil' Kim start off the album with hitting by Missy, hitting notes like Serafina, or like I said, miss you with my funk room. See, I hit you with the she hit you with the he, and then Missy coming, was it my car to have you on and on? Like, her flow and singing and blending the raps and singing together, it was something that really hasn't been done before that time. I mean, we got Lauryn Hill with the Fugees, but like, I think Lauryn Hill's was more like I'm singing a hook and then I'm gonna rap, or I rap or sing. Like it was more defined where she was gonna come in at. With Missy, she might start off with a sing note and this is going to rap within it and bend a word that makes it a rap, and it's like I never heard no shit like this. And then she got the sound effects coming from, and Timbaland with the weird beats, and the shit was just, as a 7-year-old at the time, I never heard anything like this in my life. And I remember older cousins, like female cousins and shit, having this CD and they would play it because Missy was a unicorn. Like we never seen anything like this prior to Missy coming out, and I just think that was a dope introduction song. The video, I was a little mad. The video's still dope with they're like in the castle with the horse, but it was the remix. Like it was a totally different beat, and kind of she switched up some words as well. But I always wonder why they didn't just do a video to the regular one on the song. That's when, like, we're gonna shoot a video but for the remix. Like, I want the one that was on the album that I'm used to. But still a dope record all in all. And again, that fucking beat is just insane. Like, I just love that fucking beat. Then the flow into Sock It To Me, one of my favorite Missy songs ever, period. With that Delphonic sample, one of my favorite Missy songs ever. If you knew how much I watched this video as a kid, like, that was one of my favorite videos. Like, I know I'm gonna get into some more of her singles and great videos, but Sock It To Me is one of my favorite videos. Maybe because I was still a kid and it had like the superheroes and the superhero outfits, and her Little Kim on the jet with a motor car flying through the air, and you got the Brat coming in as the evil villain, like rapping and spitting crazy. It was just like they're on a fucking planet that's you don't even know. Like, it's a red planet. Like, it's shit. They on Mars. The shit is just like mind blowing for me as a kid growing up, and like I never seen anything like that. Most of the videos, they were dope, but it's always like a party, or it's just very simple. But she made it into a fucking, her and Busta Rhymes at the same time signed to Elektra, made some of the dopest videos, like just inspiring videos. To this day, I go back and look at them and just wonder what the fuck was y'all thinking. Like Hype Williams on this first album did some of the greatest videos of all time to this day. So Sock It To Me, one of my favorites. Rain, what can I say about that song? like Rain changed it all. Like if Rain didn't happen, I would love to see what Missy is. Like Rain, and it's such an unorthodox record. Like you can't even, the way she's rapping on it is the most like flow ever. Like she don't even care, and it made it great. Like, but what also made it great is that goddamn Timbaland beat. Like that flip of the sample of I Can't Stand the Rain, and just adding that over that futuristic beat. It was just, and again, that fucking video changed everything. Probably the greatest, in my opinion, the greatest Missy Elliott video. Get Your Freak On probably is another one though. I think Rain's probably her most iconic video to me. I think from the black puffed up leather suit to the fisheye lens to the colors that she had to the wardrobe changes she had, the green on the hill, the yellow suit with the shorts, and all the cameos she had in it. It was just it looked like a fun video. Like, I wish I was in that video just doing something weird. Like, you got Little Kim in there with the iconic Chanel suspenders. You had Little Kim with the Chanel suspenders with the red. Like, it's just so much iconic shit in that video. The Brat was in there. 702 was in there. Part of SWV was in there. Total. Timbaland, Magoo. Like, you can name so many people that was just Puffy. It's so many people that were just in that video just to show support to Missy, and it's one of the things I think made this album dope. But that song is nothing like that song. Like, the beat, the flow, everything is just perfect and unorthodox about that song, and it made it special. I remember another one that I used to watch as a kid. Like, man, what the fuck is this? Like, the shot, beep beep, who got the keys to the Jeep, and it shows the fisheye lens of the Hummer, and like, it's just so much dope. The dancing, like, she's one of the first rappers to incorporate real dancing and choreography into her videos, and she would do the dance steps as well. Like, it was mind-blowing as a fucking kid looking at this shit. You just gotta give Missy her fucking props, man. Beat Me 911, another dope record. Like, that beat, I don't even know how Timbaland even did that. Like, it's like futuristic. It sounds like 2030 and 97. Like, it's beatboxing in it. It's weird sound effects. The rhythm is off. Like, it's I don't even know how she caught the beat to even, That's how you know they were like, what do they call themselves? The Wonder Twins or some shit. Like that's how they even, like both of them are just weird, like weird in a great way. Like I don't even know how she caught that beat to do that flow in there. Dun, 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 dun. Like that flow that rhythm that she put on there was just second to none. And to have 702 on there was like a perfect collaboration. Like they fit so perfectly. I forgot what's the lead singer 702, but the way she comes in on the third verse is just ridiculous. And even Magoo got his off on there. Like is in that video, the colors in that video is just insane. The have the doll figures and in the doll house, and have Timbaland and Magoo dressed up as doll figures and wax figures. It was just next level shit for 97. That just it's just unmatched, bro. Like those videos are still so iconic today. And like the first 4 songs besides the Busta Rhymes intro was her singles. Like Hit 'Em With the He, Sock It To Me, Rain, and Beat Me 911 were all the singles from this album. I'm not sure if they knew that was going to be the singles, but all of those are the first singles off the album, and that shit is like ridiculous. Like anything after that, it didn't even matter because those were the first 4 songs on the album. Like it's just so fucking dope. Couple more songs I liked on here. They Don't Wanna Fuck With Me. It's just her and Timbaland talking that shit, going back and forth. That beat is also crazy. I just love how Missy is just so creative with her rhymes and shit. Like she'll end the verse with something like, "What you gonna say? Za 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 za." Like she just, it's just so fun and like funky and jazz like in a way, but hip hop R&B is just like, she didn't even give a fuck, man. Like, and I heard, well, I didn't hear, this is what she said, like she never recorded verses with somebody else in the studio. Like nobody's ever seen her record her verses besides the engineer. And she said even in present time she does the engineer for all her work. She was just saying like, you know, the crazy stuff that she did. Like I remember, let me just say this story first. The crazy stuff that she did, she just felt like, you know, it's always somebody in there who won't get it. And she was like, man, just imagine if somebody said like they didn't like that, and it throws the whole energy off in the room and throws everything off. You probably would have never got some of the great records like Thriller or something like that, right? And I remember her telling a story about the what's her name, Gina Thompson, when she, like her first feature, The Things You Do. She said he when she first hit the he ha, and Puffy heard it and it was like, yo, baby girl, what the fuck was that? Like, that's crazy. What made you say some shit like that? Like, like, and that's how everyone felt at the time. Like, good thing he was so dope. Puffy's a fucking mastermind producer. Just like, yo, that's some of the illest shit I ever. It's like jazz, man. Like, you just can't hold people into these boxes. And Missy is like the ultimate, like Crash Bandicoot, break out the box. You can't hold me in this shit. I'm smashing everything. So another one of my favorites, Pass the Blunt, has that SWV. Can We like sample again that Timbaland used in that one, and that SWV song is probably one of my favorite SWV songs, one of my favorite songs of all time. And the way she starts up like, bitches, I never want to hang with bitches. Since I turned to Missy, every bitch want to meet me. Every bitch want to be booty licking. Like the way she like just talking her shit throughout this whole album is just, it's just so fucking dope. Another joint I love is Friendly Skies, which is like a cool R&B track with her and Genuine. And she wrote Pony. Like, it's so many, and it has that pony sound effects in it throughout, and it's just, you know, it's a sexual intercourse song. But that beat that Timbaland did on there was just next level. Like, and the singing that she did, like she did a back and forth singing with Genuine, and Genuine, I wouldn't say he was a slouch singer, and she like held her own on there. It's just vocally she held her own on there, and it's just the shit that she could do is just so fucking ridiculous. Best Friends, the one with Aaliyah, is another dope record about you know, two girlfriends. One's man is like being unfaithful and doing dog shit, and the other friend is like, why you keep messing with this guy and things of that nature. But throughout it all, I'm still your nigga and I'll be your friend forever type shit. And I'm like, it's probably plenty of girls that can relate to that in every aspect. Like, you know what I'm saying? So that song is also dope, and that beat is like how R&B beats sound now. Like that Timbaland, Aaliyah sound, that One in a Million sound is still prevalent to this day. Even the cadence and singing patterns are still that to this day. Bite My Style is dope. Don't Be Coming in My Face. Uh, Zizzy's Izzy like that's like even the song titles are crazy. Why You Wanna Hurt Me is probably one of my favorites. Where she talks about just it's a couple things I take from that song. More like a woman who's too fast and doing all this wild shit, and how Missy don't want her around like her at all. Like that energy is not what she want to be, and that woman is just like doing a bunch of quote unquote hoe shit that she just don't rock with. Just that song, that subject matter and the way that she flowed on there is dope. I'm talking. If you listen to the flow on that, it sounds like something Wayne would do in Prime Wayne. And Wayne also said that Missy is one of his favorite MCs of all time, and he was inspired and got a lot of things from Missy. And you could tell by songs just like that, like number 14. I'm talking like it sounds like Wayne 07, 08. Like it sounds directly like that. You could tell he probably listened to that song, and just the way she bent her flow and words is just something that's never been done before prior to that time, and shows why she's the fucking great that she is. Get Away. I forgot that Nicole Ray was on that song. Like I totally forgot Nicole Ray was on that song. And then Nicole Ray is one of the, for those who don't know, great singer, R&B singer, one of the first artists signed to Missy's label. Is it Make It Hot? Make It Hot, one of those dope ass records again. And she was All in My Grill, I think. Yeah, she was All in My Grill off the second album. That song is also dope. All in all, hold on, no. Before I finish, we get another Busta Rhymes outro where he like closes it up on the same beat. I always love when when albums have the same intro and outro beat. Like it kind of like sums up a story in a way. So like Lil Wayne with the Carters, or Jay-Z on Volume 3 and things of that nature. Like bring it, let that be like I don't know, it just makes the story complete in a way. Before I get my wrap up, let me get into my favorite songs real fast. Sock It To Me, for reason I already mentioned. Why You Heard Me, dope ass record. And Beat Me 911. I could have put Rain, but you know, I just love those three records so much. Worst song, I'm gonna say Get Away. Nothing wrong with it. It's just compared to everything else on the album, it is what it is. Best line, I'm gonna say something I literally say this line just walking around daily, and like so it had to be my favorite line, but it's off The Rain, where she says I feel the wind, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 begin. I sit on hills like Lauren, into the rain, stars coming down, pouring, chill. I got my umbrella, my finger waves these days, they fall like Humpty, Chumpy. I break up with him before he dumped me, to have me, yes, you lucky. Like, I was like, oh. Just the effortless flow that she was just, I sit on hills like Lauren, into the rain, stars coming down, pouring, chill. Like, it's just, the flow is so unorthodox and ridiculous that, man, like, I can't say enough about it. To wrap this up, though, I just love this album, man. Like I said, it came out in 97. Me as a 7-year-old, everything about this album and the packaging, from how cool she looks on the album cover with the baseball jersey and the Air Force Ones, to the videos, to everything that came after this, is just sets a precedent that was just unmatched. Like, Missy's a unicorn. Like, we have conversations, I have conversations with friends and everything, like, who can Missy battle in the verses? And it's like, nobody. Like, she's devouring everyone. Like, it's nobody who can match up with her. You could get your singers, you can get your rappers. They better have like a triple threat match, this is like handicap match like against Missy, and they would still lose. And sometimes I just feel like Missy don't get the credit that she deserves. Like, in this time, it always scares me that if you didn't live in it, do you understand how dope it was? Like, it is. Like, Missy's, like I said, just one of a fucking kind, bro. Like a fucking unicorn. Like, she changed everything. Like, everything. It's nobody. Everything after Missy is a Missy duplicate to me. Like, from the videos to song formats. Like, imagine what Timbaland would be if it wasn't for Missy. Like, imagine there wouldn't be an Aaliyah if it wasn't for Missy. That One in a Million album changed everything. Her writing style, her style in general, the Adidas sweatsuits, like the gold rope chains, the door knocker earrings, like everything about that woman is just magnificent, man. Like, and I just wanted to give her like her props, man. Like, I can't say much more than that, but if you haven't listened to Supa Dupa Fly, go back and check it out. Go back and check out all her albums, man. Like, it's so much dope shit, man. Like, I wish, like, I can't even describe it. Like you just have to see. If you don't, just go on YouTube and look at her videos from this album until now. Even now, she's still dropping great videos. But just know that like she inspired everything, like every fucking thing, and there'll never be another Missy. Let me go back to her old name, Missy Misdemeanor Elliott. Like it'll never be another Missy Misdemeanor Elliott. Like it's just unmatched, man. And you know, just black excellence at the end of the day. So I'm Tatum. This is Supa Dupa Fly. Time to put this record back on my wall.